Business Administration degree completion program. So the program itself, it is housed under Cal State LA downtown. A bit about Cal State LA is that it's been the largest public university in LA since 1947. We have graduated more than 250,000 students, serving over 26,000 students and having that much alumni. We've been ranked #1 in upward mobility for nursing, engineering, and business. With our campus itself, it is called, as Dr. Joyce mentioned, the College of Professional and Global Education. We are the Extended Ed, which is one of the 10 colleges of Cal State LA. Within our campus too, we offer a wide range of programs, courses, professional development, or career. There's PLS, that's our paralegal program. SHRM, which is our human resource, getting students prepped for that exam. We have project management and much more. Our doors opened back in January 25, 2016. So it's been about, I think if I'm doing the math right, 9 years.
Yeah, about 9.
So Dr. Joyce mentioned a bit about it too. Our space is really inviting. It's for students to come collaborate in a flexible space. There's a lot of group workspace. It is on 8th and Grand. So we're in the heart of downtown. And Jackie, downtown, there's lots to do. And it's really neat too that you're in downtown so that whenever you're studying or you want to study at our campus, you're more than welcome to walk over and use your study rooms that we do have. We have computer labs for our students. Again, plenty of space for our students to study. So the degree program itself is really neat is because it is accelerated 2 years in a cohort style, meaning that within those 2 years, you'll be taking the same courses with the same students and really going through and navigating the classes with each other. That being said, the advantages of earning a BSBA, wide range of career paths, networking, and it really makes a difference in people's lives. You start to build different skills to work in all industries. And it's really neat that you're a paralegal because this goes ahead and translates over. Like I mentioned before, enrolling into our program, it is flexible. It's a Monday through Thursday evening class just to cater towards our working professionals, just as yourself, Jackie. I'll go ahead and get more into that later. It's a cohort style, and it's small class size. So the teacher to student ratio would be 20:1. Is that somewhat right, Dr. Joyce?
I think so. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, sure. That's what I've seen so far.
Thank you. Did you want to take over this? No.
Sure, I can do this. What we have done in terms of designing this program is, first of all, we're trying to do it in a cohort, but just to make sure that we focus just on the core upper division courses and get you out there as soon as we can. So we have, if you will, of course, and we'll go through that in a minute, some prerequisite and required courses, and I'll go over that a little bit later. But it is designed so at the what we usually call 300 and 400 in some universities. With us, it's 3,000 and 4,000 level courses, junior and senior level courses. Where the junior courses at the 3,000 level are usually prerequisites for some of the 4,000 level courses. So you're taking that in a particular sequence. And when I go over the courses, I'll talk to you a little bit about what a management degree really means, because that's what we offer, right? A Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration with a focus on management. And it's by and large catered to giving you a skill set for the general manager, right? So if that's what you're looking for, depending on whatever your background is, yours is a paralegal background. I mean, what we'll be offering you therefore then is all the skills needed to be an effective leader. All right, so it's kind of it, understanding how to run a business and lead that business forward. And that could be actually leading a department or leading a small business or having a leadership function. And that requires, of course, your knowledge of other functional areas of a business. So that's kind of, you will see how we set up the program. Okay, that's fine. You already talked about this, I think, right? So we have class meetings once a week, so that's 4 nights a week, out of which it's my understanding is 2 classes are online and 2 classes will be in the downtown campus in their offices. So they're very high, how do you call it? Very tech-friendly classrooms, really very beautiful. And there you have the program cost as well. So it's done by unit, and then the total cost is $25,500.
And I can elaborate more on this too. So
Yeah.
the structure of it too is 2 years, as mentioned. There's 20 courses that students would be taking to complete their 60 semester units. Therefore, the first fall going to be 4 courses. First spring, 4 courses as well. First summer, 2 courses. And then so forth. Second fall is 3 courses and second spring is 4. And with these classes itself, they're not 16 weeks. They're going to be 18 weeks increment, meaning for the first fall, you'll be taking 4 classes, which is 4 8-week courses. Um,
And so then a semester is 16 weeks. So you do probably 2 courses the first 8 and 2 courses the second 8.
yes.
That's my understanding.
Yes.
Okay. All
Mhm.
right.
And then again, fall, spring, and summer classes meet on Monday through Thursday, once per week from 6:30 to 9:15. And what's really neat, mhm,
Go ahead.
we did a program comparisons from National University, University of Phoenix, Capella University, ourselves, Fullerton, and Channel Islands. They're all 60 units. Channel Islands is 51. Units itself, it all varies to different price range. Tuition is different as well. But when you look at the length of it, National University is contingent on transfer units, meaning depending on what units that you're taking over you completed, which rolls over, it really varies, and the unit cost can be higher. So the total amount for the National University can be completely different. Um, the other programs too are 2 years full-time asynchronous, meaning that they do online work on their own. If they need help with anybody, from an instructor, they just reach out to them. But with us, we are hybrid, meaning that is both online and in person. It is 2 years full time. And yeah, it's a good range of it all. Did you want to add anything, Dr. Joyce?
Yes, I do. I'm not sure if National and Phoenix and Capella or Capella University are AACSB accredited. I don't think they are, those programs. And I think that's important to remember as well. So Cal State LA's business programs, Fullerton, and I'm not sure about Channel Islands, but they're AACSB accredited. So that is the Association of Business Schools, which is accredited worldwide. And, there's a fairly small percentage of business schools that are accredited by this institution. So I think it's important. So I would take that into consideration as well.
Thank you.
I'm going to send a note on that, by the way. So I think we should put that on the overhead at some point. Okay.
Okay.
Right. All righty.
Mhm. I can go over this too. General admission requirements is that students should go ahead, bear with me. When applying to this program, you'll be considered as an upper division student. Um, Therefore, you would have to meet the requirements of 60 transferable units. Earn a C in all your golden four courses. That's your English, composition, oral communication, critical thinking, and college level math. Have a GPA of a 2.0 or higher, and be in good standing and eligible to enroll in your last university. Um, in regards to the golden four course descriptions, I can go ahead and put it in our chat later for you to view if you like. Yes, Jackie.
Since I'm the only one here. So my question on this is, so I did complete an Associate of Science at a junior college, and generally those courses that are listed there, the English composition, oral communication, I believe I've taken all those to qualify for the degree. So do you just need, and maybe you're going to go over this if you are, I'm sorry, but do you just need like a copy of my transcript, and then does that get reviewed to see if I need to take anything additional, or I don't know if you're going to address that later.
Yes. Thank you for your question. And we are gonna so sorry. That's gonna be discussed too when applying for CSU apply. And therefore, since you have an AA already, it is transfer that has already met the golden four, but we do have our student services available to look over your transcripts to see if you do meet the qualifications or if anything comes up.
Yeah, Jenny, the application goes through the main campus, not through Page, because we do all the applications on the main campus because it's a university degree. It's not a Page degree, right?
Yes.
So yeah, you have to go through the regular application process, but here at Page, they will help you do that. So that's the only difference. They give you a little bit more service than we would. Otherwise, you would just be on your own and transfer it, right? So they'll help you do that. That's the idea.
Mhm. Okay. Prerequisites, Dr. Jones?
Well, these are just some program specific admission requirements that we have for a Bachelor's of Science. And I don't know if you've had these courses, but that's very important, right? So we do have Principle of Economics and Accounting 1 and 1A, and all those particular courses at as you can see here, the 2000 level. So those courses need to be taken before you can get into the bachelor's degree itself, right? Into business administration. So this is sort of for everybody that's going to get the BS in business administration.
And Jackie, adding on to your question earlier, there's prerequisites, and with your AA, there's a possibility that you did take it, you have taken these courses. If not, our again, student services advisors can look at your transcripts and guide you through this process. And the prerequisite courses are 5 of them. It's principles of financial accounting.
Those are not really prerequisites. They're prerequisites in terms of qualifying to be at the higher division level. Okay, so yeah, go ahead. I just want to clarify that we have other prerequisites also when you go into the program, so you don't get confused, Jackie. It's quite a process as usual, but anyway, yeah.
Yes, Jackie?
Yes, so my AS degree is in accounting. So I did
Yeah.
take accounting 1, accounting 2, business law.
Yeah.
I think I took microeconomics. The only one I'm not sure of is macroeconomics.
Yeah,
So that's something I would need to take at the junior college level to
yeah.
qualify. And these, I know you call them prerequisites, but you're saying that they're really not. They're prerequisites for the degree, correct? Is that
Yeah, this is for upper division status, so you can get
right?
in the PS degree program,
Okay.
right?
So
So
I have to complete these courses to qualify for the degree. It's part of the degree part, right? Or is it just to even get in to the program?
to get into a Bachelor's of Science, you need this. You can take these with us, the Econ one. You can take it at the JC. I'm going to have you're gonna have to talk to the advisor if you're interested in our program, and they will go through this for you, how to take it and where to take it. Okay, I think
thanks.
that's the best way to do it.
And to answer your question too, it is for our degree specifically.
Yeah.
Did you
Okay.
want?
All right. So Jackie, here you see the courses that you will need to take, the 20 courses to receive the Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration. And as you can see here, it's a little bit so coordinated. On the left side, you see all the 3,000 level courses, and we're catering it so that you have a general concept on what it is like to manage a business, right? So when you're looking on the left side here, you can imagine that to be an effective manager of a small, medium-sized or large company, and you don't have to be the CEO, but to manage any part of a particular company, there are things that one needs to know. For instance, what's important is communications, and whether that's written or oral communications. Operations management is very important within businesses. And I think also if you work in the legal field, every business or every department has an operational way of doing things, right? So operations management here, we're really looking at input, throughput, output systems in organizations, right? So supply chain management and that sort of thing. And then, of course, the introduction to managing and organizational behavior. And that's very important because, you know, an organization is not a building with a revolving door. It's really all about people. Everything in this earth is about people and how we behave in groups, how to manage those groups. And we relate that to the different types of organizations. So that is the intro, if you will, management and org behavior. It's a very important course. And then we do a course on business and society, which is focused by and large on social responsibility. And that's important. It's a requirement also by the accreditation agency. And we have some very good people teaching that course also. Information systems, of course, today is what it's all about. It's really about, since we all do everything is automated, not only that, but everything is also online and everything is about information. Everything is being tracked. So that's a very important course, and it's very important to understand how companies use information systems, and we can also call them enterprise research systems. And law firms, they use them. We use them everywhere at the university, and a lot of them are, of course, AI driven, which nobody really realized until ChatGPT came along. But this AI stuff has been around for a very long time. And then, of course, statistics and understanding business analytics and how you use them for decision making. So those are very important courses as well. And then, of course, business finance. And since you have taken a lot of accounting, finance takes a little different spin on accounting is more reporting, and finance is more about analyzing. So that's an important course. Every company needs to market somehow, understand the principles of marketing, you know, pricing, promotion, and all that kind of good stuff. So we do think marketing is very important. And then we go into, and I'm going to go down here on the left side to the strategic management course, which puts everything together. And there we use a business simulation. I'm a strategic management professor, so I teach this course at the graduate and undergraduate level. And that's where we're putting all these courses you see there on the left side, so 4150 all together. So we let you manage a business, simulate it. It's an international mobile phone business. And you will need to manage that mobile phone. They're a manufacturer of mobile phones that they sell in 3 various markets around the globe. It's a fantastic simulation, and you learn a lot. So that puts then those prerequisites together, and you have to finish those before you can take that strategic management course. Now on the right side, then we have your upper division courses that are important. So we have some contemporary issues in global business, which focuses on international, which is very important because everything's international these days, right? Whatever we wear usually doesn't come from here, but from somewhere else. Whatever we sit on, components come from other parts of the world, etc. And on the right-hand side, organizational theory really focuses more on what an organization is from a theoretical perspective. It really comes out of if you will, organizational economics, or the theory of the firms. Very interesting course. It'll let you understand a lot more how organizations work. And it always seems like organizations and management is easy, but they're very complex, if you will, entities, actually. Comparative management, I find important today, in particular because we have such an enormous diverse student body. And Los Angeles is very, very diverse. And here you get a little bit into understanding diversity as it relates to managing a diverse group of people, understanding that how people are managed, or how people think about management, or how they are motivated in different parts of the world because they have different cultural values or different value system. So that's comparative management. And then we have the business in a social setting. Again, here, more of a societal type of a course where we're really looking at the role of business in society. And then we're looking at high performance management, where we're really looking at skill sets for a manager. And then managerial innovation and new venture management are all about the entrepreneurial aspects of running a business or starting a business, all right? And then, of course, very important, I think, is strategic human resource management, is understanding, what kind of people we hire for what kind of positions and what that's all about. That's actually very complex. In large organizations, for instance, take Cal State LA, it's an institution, but large organizations have huge human resource management departments because they're so important, about training, about compensation, about all kinds of stuff, okay, that we need to do to make sure that we have an effective workforce in our company. And then we have case studies and operations management, and where we focus on fairly on short cases that you will use and solve problems as it relates to the operational aspects of management. And then there are two courses here, philosophy and coming out of sociology, about an intersectional approach of engaged philosophy. It's all about decision and critical thinking, and about the notion of cultural emotions. And we do have some substitutes for those courses, and we're working on that right now, but that we can substitute in our College of Business. But anyway, so this is a nice overview. As you can see, it's a very nice general approach on understanding management in business organizations. And if you have any questions about that, I'll be happy to answer them for you.
Just a quick question. So
Yeah.
you mentioned that these courses, I guess I could turn on my camera. It's
Okay.
just us. So these courses, are they generally taken in this order? You did mention that they get taken, that it's basically a cohort.
Yeah.
Is this generally how they flow, or what's?
Well, I could show you that. I don't have that here, but by and large, yes, I would think that in the first year, you really would need to focus on the 3,000 level courses. Some of them, are not prerequisites on the right side here on the 4,000, but they all are on the strategic management course. And that you probably will take in your last semester to make sure that you have everything, right? So depends a little bit on how we offer it. It's a little bit strategic. Some of the courses are online. We are trying to get the whole program eventually online, but we are very strict in certifying our courses online, and also the people who are teaching online. So we have a very heavy load, which is a 1-year training certification for all faculty before they can teach for us online. And we're doing that through a highly recognized Center for Effective Teaching and Learning. We're known for that on our campus. So we take online teaching very seriously and not just throw our head at it. So we are working on that. And I'm actually working with the dean on that this year to get that program online. So that's kind of my role here to get these programs to be effectively implemented and then online. Yeah. So that's all I know so far. But I think you'd like the program. We have very good people teaching in the program who are dedicated. And I think it's you'll get through the program fairly fast. But I think that the notion of having in class where you will get to know some people and the instructors, and then have sort of this hybrid thing where you can also take courses online is a nice, so it'll give you some freedom, because it's a heavy load to take 4 courses in a semester. I don't forget that. You got to do something every night. So it's a lot of dedication, and the idea that we're older students, that actually sometimes we're more motivated and get through stuff faster than younger generation who have a lot of other things going on, right? And you have a lot of background in work, and so I think yeah, I think you could do that as well. So yeah, I think it's a good combination. Actually, I prefer to have some of the stuff on campus, but a lot of stuff is going online now. So what can you do, right? But I think the face-to-face, even in a Zoom face-to-face, sometimes I teach in Zoom, we still have an opportunity to communicate somewhat face-to-face, right? So I think that's important. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And more about our team, we do have a student advising team at our downtown location. Cynthia Press is the director of student services. Her team is alongside her is Victor, Deborah, and Jimmy. They're our student services advisor. So any questions in regards to curriculum, transcripts, and all that, they'll be able to assist us further with that. And what's really neat too is that our students over at downtown campus have the same services over at main campus. Some resources are our library, the writing center, testing center, students with disabilities, dreamers, and veterans resource center. This is all to our students, and it's really neat because I myself was a student here at Cal State LA for the communications program. And it was just really neat being on downtown and main campus at the same time, and using their services, which was really helpful for me. So our platform when applying is through Cal State CSU Apply. This application for fall 2025 is till April 15th, 2025. Students are required to upload unofficial transcripts from all colleges and universities attended. The application itself is $70. Transcripts, official transcripts need to be submitted by May 2nd, 2025. And then the application itself, the transcript should be sent to Cal State LA Office of Admissions and Recruitment. The address is 5151 State University Drive, Los Angeles. And Jackie, too, I can definitely send you a follow-up email with all this information, too. So when it comes to financial aid, we do have opportunities for students. Their application filling is going to be October 1st, so already open this month, up all the way to June 30th, 2025. Our code is 001140. And if you have any questions, Jackie, about financial aid, I'm more than happy to help you. And I have our supervisors, colleagues, to help me as well. And there's different financial assistance. We have federal direct loans, scholarships, and private loans. A bit overview of federal direct loans is unsubsidized, is interest accrues immediately. All financial aid stuff. If you have any questions, I'll go ahead and provide you my director's information. He's our financial aid director in this regards. But we do have private loans, and there are scholarships available for this program, both on and off campus. And lastly, my favorite slide. We're going to have an open house, and I would love to invite you next Friday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. There'll be free parking, and it's a really good way for students to come, stop by, see our facility, explore our programs, ask questions about what we have available. Our faculty coordinators are invited as well, and we'll be there with free food and each other. So you have any questions, we would love to have you there.
And hopefully some faculty will be there too.
Yes, that'd be awesome. I'll go ahead and put the link onto the chat as well. And lastly, if you have any questions, I'll go ahead and end this formal presentation. Um, and we'll go open it for questions. All right.
Is this a good time to ask questions?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
sure.
Okay. So in regards to the tuition, is that paid for each semester? So is that, or do you pay that up front, or how does that work as far as the tuition?
Yeah, so each semester it'll be paid for, but um, like I mentioned before, I'll go ahead and provide you Tom Lau. He's our Assistant Director of Financial Aid, to provide you more information on that.
Okay. But I mean, you pay as you go, right? You don't pay the full amount. I guess the concern I have too is like both of my kids finished college, but every year, you start out with this amount and then every year they have an increase. Is that a
Yeah,
similar process
I
to
got
have?
the same issue right now with
Yeah.
two of them are one and yeah, so
Yeah, every year it's an increase. So it's like, oh, but I budgeted this amount, but they
yeah.
have an increase, so I have to pay this amount. So
I think
is
you go
that
along. Yeah.
similar with Cal State, this program? Do you?
Probably it wouldn't make any sense if you'd have to come up with it all because maybe at some point you can't finish or something. You
Yeah,
never know, that wouldn't make
right.
sense if they would have you pay it up front.
So
I
you basically pay as you go, right? Each semester that you register for.
Mhm.
will have to, I'm making a few points here. Okay.
Okay. In regard, I think you addressed this, Dr. Joyce, but the
It's
degree
DROST,
that Cal State,
DROST, DROST,
oh,
DROST.
sorry,
That's okay.
Dross. Oh, it
I
sounded like
just,
you said Dr.
so
Joyce.
you know, if I ever meet you, it would be nice.
Okay, Dr. Dross. Sorry
Good.
about that. Um, So you kind of mentioned this, that they are programs. So like if I decided I wanted to get my master's, not likely, but if I did, they would accept this degree, correct?
Oh, absolutely. It's an
This
AACSB
Bachelor of Science.
accredited.
Okay,
Absolutely.
that's,
No, because
yeah,
that's
that's why I said you addressed it a
yeah.
little. Yeah,
And you know
yeah,
what's important about that is because that's critical to get into a good MBA program. So my
exactly.
point there for then is with the other universities, as they're not accredited. I don't think Phoenix for sure isn't AACSB accredited. And I don't think, and National isn't. And Capella, I don't know either. So the AACSB accreditation is the Association for Accreditation of Business Schools is very, very important. So, I mean, if you're Harvard, you're
Okay,
Harvard. If you're MIT, you're MIT. But all the Cal State
right.
has very, very good undergraduate business programs. So we're known for that. Okay. And then we
Okay,
compete at the MBA level with some other schools. Yeah.
okay, thank you. Um, In regards to the schedule, I wasn't really clear how, so are each courses approximately 8 weeks long, but you take, for a semester, you take four. So you start off with two that are 8 weeks long, and then you take another two. Did I understand that correctly?
That's what I'm thinking. Is that true or not?
So the breakdown of it is a one semester is 16 weeks. And then there's gonna be four courses. So each of the four courses are 8 weeks long. So yes,
Okay, so you take one after the other? I mean, in
Yes.
other words, you take two
No.
first, and then you take the second two?
yes.
Okay,
Why don't you show this? Do you have the schedule? I don't have, I have a schedule somewhere, but we could show that to you. We can send you a schedule if
okay.
you want to.
And about half the courses are online, is that correct? About half?
That's what I heard, yes.
Okay. Okay, that's nice. That's a nice option.
Yeah.
So you just don't know. So if I'm taking two courses in the first semester initially, one could be on campus and one could be online. Okay.
Yeah,
So that would be 2 days a week, right? So one day, let's just assume one online, one on and one in
yeah,
person. So I could technically be attending like a Tuesday and then in on downtown and then one on, let's just say Thursday online. Is
yeah,
that correct? Okay. So it would require two classes that week and then after the first 8 weeks, then the next two classes. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
that's, it's a concentrated, that's why those classes are 4 hours long,
Okay, yeah,
right? Because in a 15-week period, and then you got final week, our classes at night are 2 hours and 45 minutes, of which we have to have a 15-minute break. But we can schedule. When we were on the quarter system, we had 4-hour classes. For a quarter system is 10 or 11 weeks, right? So yeah. So that would be, and actually it's not a bad schedule. It's a little
no,
more,
it doesn't sound like a bad schedule.
right,
Yeah,
right.
so that actually sounds pretty good. Last question. So some colleges require like a senior project, end of year senior project. Does this program require that?
No, the capstone course is a heavy loaded course where you will do a business simulation, which is a lot of work with your team, and then you write a strategic plan and a final report. So that's what we do, and students love it because you really can apply what you've learned. Because you have to run an international manufacturing company with about 4 or 5 people in your team. And you do that over the course of 8 weeks. Yeah. And that requires 2 written reports. And they're not 2-page reports. They're 35
Okay.
pages and the other one's 25 pages. You do cases, case studies. You get a midterm. You do, yeah, it's a, yeah.
Is that generally a project that starts with your cohort and then you have like certain team members with your
If they
cohort?
put you in a cohort, yes, and in my classes, I put the teams together because I want a variety of people in terms of gender diversity, and although this is not a here in the PAGE program, everybody takes the same courses on campus. People have different majors, right? Marketing, management, finance, accounting, and what have you not. So then I have more diverse teams in terms of their majors, or I mean, let me say, yeah. But anyway, I usually put the teams together so we have a nice combination of gender diversity and all that kind of good stuff, or even cultural diversity if you know comes to mind. So, and I'm not sure what they do in the classes, of course, at Page. So, yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay,
they should offer the, I mean, you should not take the course, or you can't take the course unless you've met those prerequisites for that course. Those are all the 3,000 courses that were listed there on the presentation you have to have before you can get into that strategic management course. That doesn't mean you have to take it all the way at the end of the program, but you got to make sure that you have those. And it depends on when they offer the course. So if they put you in a cohort, then of course, everybody in your cohort will take the same courses all through those 2 years that you're with us at Page.
okay. Going back to the prerequisites, those well, they're prerequisites to finish the program. The accounting 1, accounting 2,
Yeah,
math,
yeah.
row economics.
Yeah.
If I am missing, I'm pretty sure well, I'm not positive. I may be missing one of those, but to
Yeah,
even enter the program, I need to have that course completed. Is that correct?
yeah, and you will be able to, because you can take it in the spring somewhere.
Okay,
Because you don't
so,
start until the fall. Sure.
okay.
No
Okay, so
problem.
the important thing is making sure
Yes.
that I have all those courses completed. Then I would be allowed into the
Yeah,
program
and there might be something that they can substitute for that. I don't know. So talk to the advisor at Page.
page.
At
Okay,
Page. They should know that. And if not, then you can go, they have to, they can't do something different at Page because you guys fall under the College of Business.
right.
They can talk to me and then I can figure it out for you as well, right? But, and the associate dean of, used to be, she was a College of Business professor, so she would know too. But so
Okay.
there's enough people at Page that could help you, but otherwise we can help you if that's not clear, but it's been running for a while, so I don't, right? So we've been running this program for a while now, 5 or 6 years, so. Yeah.
I thought I had one last question. I had written this down but didn't address it. Books for each courses, are they books that I
There
need
be,
to purchase through the bookstore? Can I find them online?
I'm not sure if it's part of the program or if you have to do that. I don't know. I know for the MBA program, the tuition includes all the course required text and other materials. I'm not sure. Do you know about that, Jenny?
Yeah, so courses, sorry, the books itself are not included. Alongside that, it's the parking. So textbooks, parking permits, housing, and any other related expenses are not included. It's just the,
Really? Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
In regards to the that you brought up a good point, parking. In regards to the downtown office or downtown school, do you have an idea what the parking, what the rate is and for the parking down at that building?
Absolutely. So right next to our building, we have a parking structure. It is $5 every day. So, some students on our main campus are scheduled to pay for one full semester. You're only here to pay it for the day you were here. And it's $5 for the whole day. And we're open from 8 till 10, it's 9 to 10, Monday through Thursday, and 8 to 5 on Fridays.
Okay, yeah, actually, that's not bad. I think on your main campus, it's more. I think, at least when I went there, because I went to the main campus to do the paralegal program, and I used to have to pay, I don't remember what I paid, but anyways,
And you're
it's
not going to law school, I guess, huh?
well,
I just have
maybe.
a student that took the LSAT and now he's actually interviewing in New York State to go to law school. It's all the way out there. I went, oh my God, don't know. So he's a paralegal, so that's why. Well, anyway, good for you to want to finish your bachelor's. It's important.
And within the chat, Jackie, I went ahead and sent you the link to join us on next Friday for our open house. We'd love to see you there. The email below is our email. And if you have any questions as well, just go ahead and email us. I'll be more than happy to assist you further. And I will follow up with you in regards to your questions too. That was about the schedule and tuition. So we'll go from there.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Okay, well, nice to meet you
Nice
all.
to
Nice
meet
to
you.
see you, meet you, Jackie and Jenny. Nice to see you, and we'll be in touch.
Okay,
Hope
thank
you
you.
enjoy the program. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye,
take
all.
care. Bye.